Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If you want to find out if a policy, a rule, a law is just, you have to do at least two things, which actually fall under the same umbrella, which is make sure that it applies equally across the board, which is anyone, who might be at the receiving end will get the same penalty and in an objective, just way. And the other one is put yourself in at the receiving end and see if the rule, the law, is applied justly. And why do you do this? Because you tend to be subjective, obviously, and you will try to see if you are treated objectively. So, in this case, we have something that happened in Kiev. The Kiev regime, or the guys in charge of the nation of Ukraine, unfortunately, they did something against some private citizens. Now, a lot of people will find or will, bring some justification defending the decision. And my suggestion would be put this in the context of Russia and see how you would interpret it, or if you would bring the same arguments for the Russian citizens and for Russian people. Okay? Or put yourself, in a Westerner looking at the situation. And obviously, if you are from Canada, United States, or Europe, you will definitely be able to put yourself in that situation because you don't have to fake anything or imagine anything. So what am I talking about? Here it is. This is the article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine from June 2nd, 2023. 4 female bloggers under house arrest after filming air defense work during Russia's latest strike at Kiev. So 4 female bloggers who, if you remember, videotaped how the incoming missiles, some of them were blown up. Some of them destroyed defense systems. If you remember, they claimed the Patriot systems was destroyed, and some of them were using the explosions at the location where the Patriot systems were, shooting at the incoming missiles. Now, this would be the argument of the people who think yes, great, that's good, they're house arrest. Well, that's a war, and obviously that could help the enemies. Okay, and that's also you can use the argument that in Ukraine right now there is martial law, which things like this probably I'm certain fall under certain kind of law that will punish them according to the law. If this would have happened in Russia, I'm pretty sure there would not be the same argumentation. The first one would be, see, the Russian tyranny, Putin did it, doesn't like the truth. And don't use it here in Ukraine because, you see, as I said, apply the rule equally across the board will not be. And why am I saying that? Because I'm pretty sure that would be the explanation of why these persons were placed under house arrest. On the other hand, do you think that the Russians do not know where those batteries are located when they start firing? In real time, I'm talking. In real time, I think I'm 99% certain that they know. Not only they know where they're located before they start shooting, so where they're deployed, but I think where they are when they shoot, they are able to pinpoint where the rockets are coming based on the same evidence these bloggers provided with their videos. Do you think that Kiev is not under surveillance? They don't know. They don't have spy, monitoring out above Ukraine about Kiev when they release the attacks, and they can communicate live the coordinates. And even if they send the coordinates, what's the problem? I thought that those defense systems, especially the Patriot, are so good that they are invincible. So just put them to work and they're going to show their invincibility. Since the Russians are running out of missiles, they will not be able to destroy them, right? So let's read this article and see what they say about this for female bloggers. Man, that's misogynistic situation here, isn't it? No, because it's the Ukrainians, so if that would be Russia, yes, they would use any little thing to talk about the patriarchy and misogynist and all that. Inna Chernetska, they name their names right here, are the defendants in the case, the four of them. The press service of Kiev City Prosecutor's Office told Ukrainska Pravda. The hearings were held behind closed doors. So much freedom in that Ukraine that you might want to live in that. You want to move there. So much freedom and transparency. The prosecutor said the case file contained information about the deployment site of the air defense systems. Lawyers insisted on personal commitment from the girls to return to court, while prosecutors asked for 24 hours house arrest for the bloggers. Semenchenko claimed in court that she had not shared any footage of the air defense work on her social networks, but had passed it on to the administrator of a well-known Ukrainian Telegram messenger, convinced that he would blur the video before posting it. It doesn't really matter. Chernetska's lawyers also convinced the judges that his client had no malicious intent. Ukraine SBU Security Service charged the four bloggers on May 31st. They face up to 8 years in prison. So much freedom and love and openness. I know that's martial law over there, but if you need to do this to this kind of situation, that means you are really, really in bad shape. I know that's a serious thing over there with all this, bloggers uploading their things over there. But I just thought it was an interesting article to share with you. And that's it, my friends. You make your own mind if that's appropriate, inappropriate. On the other hand, put it to the Russians and see if, because I saw videos with the Russians posting when they destroyed in the air drones at the last attack on Moscow. I didn't hear anything about anybody being, hanged or anything. So I'm pretty sure they just did not inform us. They worked so stealthily that they just did it without us knowing. They just disappeared, right? Right. Keep it up. Well, keep it up and then go and vote. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.